आरएसएस के ऊपर उंगली उठा रहे।
News coming in, a big success for India. Anmol Bishnoi's extradition process is completed. He was involved in Salman residence shooting. He's now being brought back from the United States to India. The wanted gangster heading to India. This is the big breaking news that's coming in right now. Anmol Bishnoi, plotter allegedly of NCP leader Baba Siddique's murder. His extradition is complete. A massive success for Indian agencies. Don Lawrence's brother being brought from the United States back to India. Bishnoi is being brought back. He's been accused of ordering Baba Siddique's killing. Gangster Bishnoi being brought back to India. Another big win after Tahavu Rana. Another big extradition from the United States. He's to be brought back. His deportation process is to be completed soon. The process of deporting Anmol to India from the US has been completed. I'm going to try. Let me go across to our senior editor, Shavan Sen, joining us live from our newsroom. Shavan, this is a massive win for our agencies. Don Bishnoi's brother, Anmol, is now going to be extradited back. How soon can we expect him here to face the terror charges against him?
Well, in fact, Lawrence Bishnoi's brother, Anmol Bishnoi, was taken into custody by the United States of America. The Justice Department was basically looking into the matter. We are now given to understand that India has essentially expedited the process. Remember, he has already been named in the charge sheet that has been filed by the Mumbai police. There are multiple cases that have been registered against Anmol Bishnoi, that is the brother of Lawrence Bishnoi, who has now been taken into custody. The entire process is already over, is what we are being told. He is expected to be brought back to Delhi in the next couple of hours, perhaps by the end of the day or by tomorrow, is what we are being told, that there is a possibility that he would be brought back to India. As far as his custody is concerned, not very sure at this point in time whether it would be given to New Delhi police first, or it could be Mumbai police taking the custody. That is something that perhaps you would have the central agencies taking a final call based on the number of cases that have been registered. The latest certainly being that of Mumbai being the last agency filing a charge sheet against Anmol Bishnoi. There are multiple cases that have been registered across the country, particularly in Punjab, Haryana, as well as in Maharashtra, where Lawrence Bishnoi's brother Anmol Bishnoi has been named. Remember, there have been extortion cases that have also been filed against Anmol Bishnoi, based on which, remember, the United States of America had also detained him because there was a red corner notice that was issued against him. And following the red corner notice that was actually issued, we were given to understand that US had placed him under arrest, and thereafter you've had multiple teams of the Indian investigative agencies going to United States of America and the process being completed. Now this happens to be yet another extradition request that has been accepted by the United States of America following Tahavu Rana now, and this has been done at a very short span of time, because remember, the last time that he was placed under arrest was just about a few months ago, and immediately thereafter multiple teams have already visited the United States of America. The NIA has also made multiple visits to US, where they have essentially provided documentary evidence of the role that has been played by Anmol Bishnoi in extortion cases, kidnapping cases and murder cases that have been registered against Anmol Bishnoi.
Absolutely. A big win. And I also want you to make us understand, and our viewers understand, he's this extortion chief of the Bishnoi gang. He's booked in cases, facing 9 arrest warrants. He's his brother. He's now being extradited to India. How far was this process taking on, Shavan? He's been booked. He's been accused in 2 crime charge sheets by the NIA. This is a person who's been most wanted. His case has been fought in several courts in India. The US expelled Anmol Bishnoi, wanted in Baba Siddique's murder case. And now we're getting to know that he also faced non-bailable warrants from the Makoka court, Shavan.
Well, in fact, there have been multiple charge sheets that have been filed by different agencies. The National Investigation Agency had named him in an extortion case. The original case was first registered in Punjab, and based on which you've had the National Investigation Agency also taking forward this entire matter, and through the Central Bureau of Investigation, which happens to be the nodal agency for Interpol, a red corner notice was actually issued against Anmol Bishnoi. Anmol Bishnoi was taken into custody in the United States of America because there have also been cases that have been registered in US. These are drug-related cases that have been registered against Anmol Bishnoi. And now we are being told that the Justice Department has taken the final call for going ahead with the extradition process. It is expected that in the next couple of hours, because the last information that we got was that the process was completed and they're expecting this process of the deportation, the extradition to actually take place within the next 24 hours.
Yes, and if this is going to happen, Shravan, also give us a sense of the number of cases against him. He's been booked in 31 cases. He faces 9 arrest warrants. How critical and massive is this arrest for our Indian agencies?
Well, in fact, if you remember, you've had several of Bollywood celebrities who have also come under the scanner here. And there were links that were essentially emerging with the Bishnoi gang. And it turns out that there have been threat cases in which Anmol Bishnoi was passing on the information to the gang that was operating here in India. In fact, the first case that was registered in Punjab. The second case was then registered in Haryana. And thereafter, there have been over 24 cases that have been registered, particularly by the National Investigation Agency. And the last one certainly being that of Zishan in Baba Siddique's case. In fact, Zishan Siddique, that is son of Baba Siddique, had made a direct allegation that a real estate giant was directly working with the Bishnoi gang. And it was the real estate agent which had given the orders to Lawrence Bishnoi to carry out the attack against Baba Siddique. This was just before the elections in Maharashtra. And thereafter, you've had multiple petitions actually being made by Zishan Siddique before the Mumbai police with regards to their inaction in this case. Time and again, you've had Mumbai police maintaining the fact that they've been able to join the dots and find the linkage with Anmol Bishnoi. And that is the reason why the last team that had gone to United States of America was in the month of October, and during which there was a submission of all the documents, the evidence that was basically gathered against Anmol Bishnoi. If you remember, there was also a shootout outside Kapil Sharma's restaurant in Canada. There too, there was once again a link that had emerged with Lawrence Bishnoi, who happens to be in custody.
I think this is massive because, Shravan, our agencies have been fighting for this for the longest time. Requests had been made to the United States for the longest time. And finally, we're also getting his extradition after his key aide had been extradited from the United States. A big win for India. We'll continue tracking that story. Thank you, Shravan, for giving us those details. Viewers, our other top focus, we're going to track and give you all the latest details of what's making headlines